Hi guys, it's Sam here with Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I'm bringing you a subscriber requested video all about my Gucci 1955 Horsebit bag. So as you guys will have seen in some of my videos, it's often floating on these shelves behind me, and so someone noticed and asked me to do a review, and of course, if it's helpful for you guys, I'm definitely willing to do it. So first off, let's talk about how this bag looks and just what it's made of. It is very evidently the Gucci monogram canvas, and it is the very traditional canvas that you'll see on a lot of older pieces as well as newer pieces. It does have a brown leather trim, and then the hardware is a gold horsebit, and it is showing up as kind of like a lighter gold on camera, but it is a true yellow gold. This bag does retail for $2,550. You can definitely find it cheaper pre-loved, especially if you're willing to go some of the more I don't know if you'd necessarily call them seasonal versions, but they do make this bag with a red trim or a white trim and white trim. Struggling a little bit here with that. Those are much interestingly cheaper, even though they're the same material, and I think it's really just preference on do you like the brown, do you like the white, do you like the red. They also do make this in a all leather bag, which I believe is actually the same price, which is very interesting, and I think is kind of what Louis Vuitton is hoping to do with their canvas and leather pieces, is just universally price them. But that is what this bag is made of and the price. Measurement-wise, you have the height, which is 7 inches. You have the width, which is 9.8 inches, and then you have the depth, which is 3.1 inches. Strap drop does vary because the strap is adjustable, as you guys can see, and it varies between 9.8 inches and 17.7 inches. So even as a crossbody, it is a little shorter of a crossbody than some other bags, but I am 5'10" and it works on me crossbody, so I would assume it works on most body types crossbody, though it might be a tad long if you are on the shorter end. This bag is made in Italy, which I really enjoy because that sounds very Gucci. You know, the House of Gucci is coming out as a movie, and it's all about, this Italian family. So I love that it was made in Italy. And it did come out in the Cruise 2020 collection. So it has been out for a little bit, but it is a newer bag for Gucci. For me, this bag is really great because it does have kind of some interior dividers. So I try to get it open. So the one annoying thing about this bag that I don't love, and I'll talk about this more in cons, is you actually have to slide it open, and as you guys can see right there, it kind of got stuck for no apparent reason, because this is literally just a slot where you slide the leather piece in and out. And I do wish it was more of a magnetic clasp, or something that was just a little less fiddlesome, which, if you guys know, I do have the sling belt bag, which the older versions, which people think is very annoying, and I don't find that annoying, but I don't love this. So this bag does have interior division. As you guys can see right there, there is a back zip pocket. This is the bigger compartment of the bag, and then there is kind of this front compartment, which does have a slip pocket right there. It is a microfiber lining, which is nice. So let's kind of go over what would fit in this bag. We have our ever-present mask, which I'm going to put in the front kind of thinner pocket because it is thin. It's kind of what else do you put in there? I do sometimes put my phone in there, but my phone does have a kind of big pop socket on it, so it can be a little more difficult to get in and out. I'm going to put my phone in just the interior part of the bag, as you guys can see there. I'm going to put in my keys, which are on a little repurposed Louis Vuitton key fob. I'm going to put in my AirPods, which, haha, I feel so victorious. These are new. My best friend got them for me for my birthday. And I feel very cool now because I did not have AirPods. And then lastly, which I think I'm going to take it out of the Celine case, are my Celine Aubrey sunglasses, which I really do like, and I wear them a lot. They're a little on the heavier side, but I like Celine sunglasses have a heavier plastic because you feel more like you're getting your money's worth. So you guys will see. I could definitely get my other phone in here. Oh, and I forgot to include a little wallet because right now I'm using a combination of these two. So this is my Hermes Bastia, which will fit in here easily, and then my Hermes Calvi, because you can't use, at least for me, one without the other, especially if you carry coins. So let's get this guy in here. We're going to put him right there. So we have the mask, we have my phone, the 2 wallets. Underneath is the AirPods, and then my keys and sunglasses are right there. So you'll see, this closes very easily. Ta-da! All of that is in there. You could definitely get more. You could fit a lip gloss for sure. I didn't put anything in that back zipper pocket, so if you didn't want to carry a wallet, you could put all your cards in there. It definitely is a smaller bag. Like, you know, it is not a medium-sized bag by any means, but it fits everything I think you need, and it's not a mini bag, so you don't really need to downsize necessarily to get everything you want in this bag. So, like I said, nothing in this back zip pocket. Though I could definitely get something in there. I mean, there is like the Gucci cards in here and stuff. Oh, and I should point out, though I don't actually think this is a pocket because I think you would distort the bag. There is a third back pocket right there that I forgot to include, but I never put anything in it because, like I said, it is literally the back of the bag, and the back of the bag doesn't have any pockets, so I think you would oddly distort the look of the bag if you were trying to put anything in there that wasn't completely flat. So when I say completely flat, I mean like a card, or like a piece of paper, or like receipts. That would totally be fine. I just wouldn't put like my wallet in there, even if it is a flatter type wallet. So pros for me. I think this is very, very classic Gucci. You have the classic canvas. You have this beautiful Horsebit, which is very reminiscent of their loafers, which they have continued making for years. I love that. Also, it is logo, but it's not like crazy logo because this monogram is just such an even colored tone. It's even more subtle to me than the Louis Vuitton monogram, which is a much darker color against a lighter color. This is darker, but when you're farther away, it kind of almost just looks like almost like a honeycomb print. You're not necessarily thinking like, oh wow, those are very evidently G's. 3 is, I think it has a good layout on the interior, though I wouldn't have not hated it just being one giant pocket, but because of how the bag is made, it makes sense that it's going to be 3 pockets. It's very reminiscent to me of the Pochette Métis, where you do have that one much bigger pocket, and then the other pockets. And lastly, Gucci's been really good about this, and they're definitely trying to be more sustainable, but they do talk about on their website how their canvas has lower environmental impact, which is nice when you are getting a bag. I know we're, as a consumers in general, when I say we are becoming a lot more interested in brands that are more sustainable, and I definitely try to go that way. I try not to buy a lot of fast fashion, and I do appreciate when brands do take sustainability into account. Cons. The strap is adjustable, but as I told you guys, it's basically 2 adjustments. You have like these 2 on one side and these 2 on the other side. It is not fully adjustable, so it is not something, you know, where you have a canvas strap where you can just adjust it completely up and down. It is not, you know, some of the more adjustable Louis Vuitton straps that have numerous, you know, like 6 adjustments. This literally just has those 2, and that is it. So you're either getting a 9.8 strap drop, or you are getting the 17.7. There is not an in-between, which is a little unfortunate. And then you also, as I showed you guys when I was struggling to get it open, this. I don't know why this is so hard for me. Like now, of course, it opens. But for some reason, the leather almost seems to like stick together. And I don't live in like a humid place. So it's really annoying for me because sometimes I literally cannot get the bag open. And I don't love that. So I would have loved to see on this bag like a magnetic closure or something. They definitely could have hidden it behind the Horsebit just like they did with this closure. But I really have loved something, a snap, just something a little more legitimate than sliding the leather in and out. But I really do like this bag overall. I think it's going to wear really well from my vintage Gucci pieces. The canvas wears really well. And then the leather on this is definitely more of a hard wearing leather. Let me see if I can show you guys. Just kind of, yeah, I think you can kind of see it on the side. Do you see like the texture in the leather a little bit? Yeah, there you go. You can see it. It is definitely a textured leather, so I think it's a lot harder wearing than a lot of other leathers that are in this type of bag. You know, I'm thinking like a Celine box bag or something like that. This bag definitely could get rained on. I don't like any of my bags getting rained on, so I would not allow it to rain on this bag, but you definitely could. I think it's a great bag. I think it's definitely worth the money. I think it's very cute. And I definitely think it's more classic. So if you are, you know, looking to add Gucci into your repertoire, this is more of a classic bag. And I know Gucci doesn't necessarily go classic. So I think that's something that's really fun about this bag. Looking at it, I did notice, and this might just be my bag, which is actually really annoying, and I might take it into the Gucci store. There's a little bit of like, you see that? You're not gonna be able to see it. Like right here, there's a little bit of wear to the bag, just from like the Horsebit. which is interesting because like I would not expect there to be wear there from sliding this in and out like that, but there is. So I have had this bag for about a year. It just is something I carry around and don't necessarily show on my Instagram or my YouTube channel. So thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. If you like these sort of videos, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays. If you want to see how I style my bags, please make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, my blog, all of which are linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.